Hello, my name is Jaira Ware. I work for the City of Kansas City at the City Manager's Office. And today I will be talking to you about employee retention slash wellness. First, there's the problem. How is the City of Kansas City positively impacting employee retention and wellness? These are some of the notes that I took when I was thinking about this topic. First, we must talk about COVID-19. We can't act like it didn't happen. COVID-19 allowed people to work remotely from their houses, and in their houses, they built habits, such as maybe wearing cozy pants while they work, or simply setting timers to remember to wake up to make sure they make for that Zoom meeting. COVID-19 is majorly impacting our people. And when they enter back into the workforce in their buildings, they want to take some of these habits with them, whether they're just cozy habits or something that was actually very impactful. Next, wellness. Obviously, people are paying more attention to how they take care of themselves. They want to make sure they eat every morning and make sure they drink enough water, make sure they get enough sunlight and air. So when going back into their workspaces, they also want to take these wellness tips back with them. Third, there's burnout. This is a very scary word in the workplace. Burning out can be very bad for the people. Essentially, burning out is when you don't have the ability, the mental escape to keep going forward in whatever task that you're trying to finish. This is very bad when employers want you to consistently be working on something. So this is why we must avoid this by implementing wellness. And lastly, employee performance. Obviously, you want your employees to perform well. Wellness is essential to how they perform. Wellness is how you take care of yourself, and taking care of yourself can positively reflect on your performance, therefore positively impacting it. Next is the work-life balance. Here you see a chart that has 6 of the essential things that go into wellness. There is physical, financial, intellectual, emotional, social, and spiritual. Yes, I know it may sound like a lot, but I'd like you to pay attention how they're in different colors as well as evenly spaced. You have to put in as much time into every single category for them to overall positively impact you. Next, here's my solution to the problem that I've presented. The first solution is implementing physical aspects, such as having walking meetings so that the people can get the blood flow running, as well as maybe even allowing your employees to have a gym membership and then seeing how it positively reflects on their overall work. You have to think of it as an investment in your company when you're investing in your employees' wellness. You might put in 3 years into your employees. You want to see a positive turnover, and you can positively know that is for certain when they take care of themselves. Next, mental health services. Most of the time, people may not know that they have these services, or they're not properly encouraged or persuaded in the workspace. So what you have to do is let people know that they have them, as well as putting them in the budget. Moving on to budgeting. Not all companies have the ability to budget for them, but in order for them to be implemented, you have to think of it as an investment. And therefore, if you see it as an investment, it will be budgeted properly. Next, there's community outreach. When you go into different communities, you can see yourself in different people. Step out of your own shoes and not just always be so, how do I put this, selfish in some ways. You can see how other people interact with communities and just overall get out of your own space. And then rest in the office space. And I'm not talking about a lunch break. I'm talking about actually resting and decompressing and getting away from your work. This can be as simple as, I know it might sound crazy, but a 10-minute nap in your work. It may seem crazy, but think about it as a kindergartner. You would learn your ABCs, you would get a lunch break, and then you would have a nap. You will wake up, feel refreshed, and get back to work, learning your ABCs and your 1, 2, 3s. It may seem kiddish, but this is a great way that people can refresh themselves and keep pushing forward. And last, there is my ask. We have to budget because everything has a price. There is no way for you to push forward and see a positive reflection unless you budget in getting the mental health services or the physical aspects like a gym membership with an incentive. It may seem like a lot, but it's essential. And lastly, you need time. These things aren't going to automatically reflect, and you won't see them the instant you implement the programs. You have to let it rest over time and see how the employee productivity increases and how employees want to keep going and stay within your program. And thank you.